What's up, HASfit Tribe? It's your personal trainer, Coach Kozak.
And I'm Claudia, and this is a standing, low-impact cardio and ab workout.
There's no equipment required for today's routine, but if you want to add some extra resistance, feel free to grab a couple of light hand weights or water bottles.
To get started, we're going to begin with a warm-up.
Then we're going to move into our low-impact cardio round.
Next, we're going to hit those abs without ever getting down on the ground.
And we're going to finish up with a cool down.
If you're ready to get started, let's go.
Let's get started with a warm-up. Our first move for the day is going to be a march in place. We're going to start with both elbows bent at a 90-degree angle, and we're going to bring up opposite side leg. Now you'll notice that we're both bringing up that leg until it gets to about parallel to the ground, but if you can't get your leg up that high, that's all right. Do the best you can. This is, after all, just the warm-up, so make sure you're moving at a warm-up pace. Nice and relaxed here. And the purpose of this warm-up is to increase your overall body temperature, get your heart rate up, and we're even going to improve your mobility and flexibility a little bit as well. Making sure to breathe and just keep moving. And again, your pace is going to really be determined by your fitness level. If you want to go much slower than us, that's okay. Or if you want to go faster than us. It's going to be important that you tailor today's workout to your specific needs, and we're going to do our best to give you the tools to make that happen. Let's go ahead and keep this one up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, this next one's going to really loosen up and warm up your back. I want you to sit with your weight back in your hips, feet shoulder width apart, and we're going to do a pull the rope. So just as the name suggests, we're going to act like we're pulling a rope, pulling back from those elbows every time. Squeeze that back. And we're not just pulling with our hands, but I want you to act like you have a rope actually attached to those elbows and somebody's pulling those elbows backwards. It's going to make sure that we engage those back muscles. Also, make sure you get a nice big reach on every pull. Again, we're breathing here and moving at a warm-up pace. There'll be plenty of time for the actual work coming up. Keep that back straight, a little weight back on your hips, so it should be working your legs a little bit as well, so don't just be standing up big and tall, but instead make sure that you're sitting back almost like you're getting ready to sit into a chair. Let's keep this one up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, one more move in the warm-up. We're going to loosen up our posterior chains. Feet are a little bit wider than shoulder width. Arms are up. I'm going to do an opposite side toe touch, bringing my weight back in my hips with a slight bend in my knees and touching opposite side toe.
And I'm actually just going to go down and touch my knee and come right back up. But of course, I'm still emphasizing hinging at the hip and pretending like I'm trying to hit my rear end against the wall right behind me.
So we're not squatting down and breaking and bending at the knees, but instead it's all about that hip hinge, getting those hamstrings, glutes, and lower back to work and to get warmed up as well. Trying to increase that blood flow back there. Standing up big and tall in between sets. Try your best to keep your head in line with your spine on this one. So that means don't have your head looking up at the TV or phone or computer, whatever you're watching us on, but instead keeping it in line with your spine. And if you're somewhere between these two and you want to reach down and touch your shin, that works as well. Again, we just ask that you make this move your own. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, warm up is complete.
Yes,
you ready to get this workout started?
I'm nice and warm. Let's do it.
Okay, we're gonna need our hand weights for the first one if you're using them. We're gonna move into an arm jack plus high kick. We're gonna use a lot of compound moves today, and this is one of them. So we're gonna do an arm jack, and I'm performing a high kick, bringing that knee up and then kicking out.
And I am gonna do a low kick. So if you can't bring your leg quite as high as Coach Kozak, just go ahead and do a low kick.
Again, making it your own. Making sure you have a slight bend in the leg that's on the ground. It's gonna give you a little bit more stability and balance. This one's not only gonna get your heart rate up, but it's also gonna help you work on that stability and balance. So working your shoulders, your legs, your core, all working together to make this one happen.
A lot of stabilization going on right now.
Yeah, there is.
I can feel it in my core.
Exactly. It's a hidden ab exercise. You don't really look at it and say, hey, that's an ab move, but your ab really has to work to keep yourself upright on this one.
Woo.
Making sure to breathe, feel my shoulders too.
I'm definitely feeling those shoulders. If at any point these weights get a little too heavy for you, feel free to drop them.
Let's keep this one up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. All right, set the hand weights down if you're using them. We're gonna work our way on over to either a wall, couch, whatever you have access to. We're gonna do a wall push-up plus a high knee. So we're gonna go push up, high knee, high knee. And on this one, to make it easier, come closer to the wall. To make it harder, step back further from the wall. We have our hands in line with our chest. We don't want them in line with our face, but instead, nice and in line with our chest. And as we're doing that push-up, making sure to bring our chest to the wall and not stretching our face to the wall. Keep your core tight, back stays straight. And again, making it easier if you need to by just bringing those feet closer to the wall and getting yourself into a more upright position. Or if you want to make it harder, go ahead and step back. Whatever you do, just keep moving and keep breathing. You got it. We're doing this one for 10 more seconds in total. Getting as many repetitions in as you can here, and this is a lot of time period. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0.
Ooh, good one.
All right, picking those hand weights back up if you're using them. We're moving into an alternating bent over arm swing. So feet are shoulder width apart, bent over at a 45-degree angle with those palms facing down. We're gonna swing one arm up, opposite arm back. Keeping your back tight, core nice and straight.
And your head in line with your spine.
And modification on this one, if you need to, is just more or less weight.
That's right.
And you can do this one with no weight at all as well. Making sure to breathe. Whatever you do, do not hold your breath. On this one, try your best to keep your shoulders square to the ground so we're not twisting side to side, but instead keeping those shoulders nice and square, just moving from the arms. And your mobility might not quite be what ours is, but make it work for you.
And keep coming back and you'll see your mobility improve.
Yes, exactly.
Be consistent.
That's what it's all about. It's not about being perfect. It's just about putting in the work, getting a little bit better.
That's right.
Every time.
Progress, not perfection.
And this one's working your legs, working your abs, shoulders, your back, and your triceps. Another great compound move. Today's workout is very efficient, getting a lot of work in a short period of time. Not much left on this one. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Ooh, excellent.
All right, we're gonna take those hand weights or just your arms, put them up overhead, straight overhead. Now we're gonna go a march in place. So it's an overhead march in place. So shoulders are gonna have to work just keeping those dumbbells
Woo-wee,
up or
I feel
hand
it.
weights up. And again, if you need to drop the weights and just put your arms up overhead, feel free to do so. Making it work for you, that's the key. And if you can get your knees all the way up and thighs all the way up to parallel to the ground, great. If you need to have them a little bit lower, then that's cool too. Just keep moving. One step right into the next.
Try to keep those biceps by your ears.
And as this workout progresses and it just keeps getting tougher, it's important that you remember what brought you here today to begin with. What made you start this video? What made you start this workout? What are you looking to do? What are you looking to achieve? Keep that at the front of your mind. Whether you're trying to lose weight, just get more fit, or just get better at kicking life's behind, whatever it is, stay focused on it. You got it. Let's keep this one up. Here we are for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Excellent. Keep your hand weights if you're using them for the next one. We're going to do an opposite side arm and leg raise. So right arm comes up, left leg comes up, and then we're going to alternate. Left arm comes up, right leg comes up. Ideally, we're bringing that arm up until it's about parallel to the ground, keeping a slight bend of the knee of that leg. That's our stabilizing leg, the one on the ground. Make sure you don't have that leg locked out. Keeping our balance, trying our best not to lean in any one direction, but staying upright.
That's right. And if you can't bring your leg kick out to the side quite as high, do what you can to keep yourself nice and stable and from leaning over like Coach Kozak mentioned.
And if you need to drop those hand weights, feel free to do so. And again, this one's going to work our shoulders, our legs, adductors, abductors, glutes.
Oh yeah.
Core, our abs.
Definitely feel the glutes working here.
Oh yeah, I like it. Feeling that little glute burn. It's always a good thing. Also working our balance and stability.
That's right.
So very important that we always work that as well. Comes in handy in our day-to-day life, making sure we don't fall or injure ourselves.
And if you need to find a focal point on the wall or on the floor to help you keep your balance, it's just a good little trick to help you.
That's it. If you're looking down, you're going to be a lot more likely to fall, or you're looking all over the place. So instead, find that focal point. Just keep your eyes locked on it. You got it. Keep it up. Not much left on this one. Here we are for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. All right, we're holding on to our hand weights for the next one. Feet are shoulder width apart. Let's get those hands up by your chin in rack position. I'm going to sit back, weight back in my hips, performing a full squat.
And I'm actually just going to go into a quarter squat.
We're both going to stand up and twist and punch in the opposite direction. Hand comes back and back into the next squat. You decide how deep you want to go on that squat, if you want to get that full depth squat, or if you're feeling more of the quarter squat today.
Or if you're feeling somewhere in between those two, then go ahead and find your sweet spot.
That's it, making it your own. And on that punch, we're twisting with our core, not just punching our arm across, but actually rotating with our hips and then pulling it back in. And on that punch, we're pointing with that thumb, and that'll give us the right torque and twist on that punch. Pull it right back to the chin after every punch. Excellent. Making sure to breathe. This one's going to work your glutes, your hamstrings, your quads, your abs, obliques, shoulders, triceps. Again, we told you this was an efficient workout. A lot of body parts getting hit in this one move.
And again, we're pretending that we're trying to sit back into a chair and coming right back up.
That's it. Making sure to keep your feet flat on that squat. You don't want to be coming forward onto your toes. Feet stay flat.
And watch those knees.
Breaking at the hips first and then bend the knees. Don't bend your knees first, because that's when you end up down at the bottom on your toes. Hands coming back to your chin after every rep. Keep it up. You're doing great.
Nice work.
Come on, let's go. Remembering what brought you here today to begin with. What is it? What are you working on? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, we only need one hand weight for the next one. We're gonna do a staggered knee to elbow crunch. So feet are in a staggered or split stance, one leg back, and that same side arm is gonna be up overhead. We're gonna bring that knee to your elbow, return it back up. Keep a bend in that lead leg, that lead knee for balance. And if you're feeling good on this one, you can increase the pace, or if you want, you can go a little bit slower. You decide what you need right now for your specific fitness level.
That's right.
And we're crunching every time we bring that knee into our elbow, contracting those abdominal muscles. It's a great standing ab move. You'll notice we're working those abs without having to crawl down on the floor. Excellent. We're going to split time half and half on each side. So let's switch sides in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Opposite side. Now switch arms up and right back into it. Good. Staying under control. We want to go as fast as we can, but at the same time, maintaining proper form. Back stays straight. This one's working your legs, your abs, your shoulders, your back, all working together to make this move happen.
We should just call this the No Muscle Left Behind workout.
Ooh, I like it.
Everything's getting worked.
Be a very applicable title. Keep it up. Keep moving. Think about how good you're gonna feel when this workout is all done, and you can cross it off your list.
That's right, nice and accomplished.
That's what it's all about right there. Day after day, putting in the work so you can see those results. It's not gonna be easy, but it will be worth it. Keep it up here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right. And this one you can next one you can either use your 2 hand weights or drop them, totally up to you. We're gonna do a push-pull plus butt kick. We're alternating side to side, bringing that heel back and kicking yourself in your own butt. Keeping those arms parallel to the ground. We're pushing out with our palms, and then we're pulling back from our elbows, engaging our back muscle.
Woo-wee, yes we are. Because I can definitely feel it.
Exactly. That's what I said. It's up to you whether or not you want to use those hand weights or not for this one. It's a deceiving move. Doesn't look like much, but it'll get you fast.
Oh yeah, especially after everything else you've been working so hard on.
Oh, exactly. It's a very cumulative effect, that's for sure. You got it. Just keep moving here. And if you need to set those hand weights down mid-set, feel free to do so. But just keep moving. We want to keep that heart rate up. Excellent work. Come on. Let's go. Every repetition is getting you that much closer to your goal. And it doesn't matter how slow you're moving, you're still lapping everybody else that's just sitting on the couch and not trying.
And thinking about working out.
That's it. Thinking about working out burns 0 calories per hour. Come on, let's go. Not you, you're putting in the work. Right here, right now. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Excellent. All right, go ahead and set your hand weights down for the next one. We're gonna start with our feet shoulder width apart and our arms out straight to our sides. I'm gonna perform a twist plus straight leg raise.
And I'm gonna perform a twist and a knee raise. And we are twisting into the knee or the leg that is being raised.
And the amount that you twist on this is really going to depend on your fitness and flexibility levels. So if you want to do a full twist where you're almost looking back, feel free to do so. If you only feel comfortable with like a 45-degree twist, then that works as well.
That's right. We want you to stay healthy.
Go ahead and keep a bend in the knee of that base leg. We don't want to lock that out. Moving at a controlled pace. If you're feeling good on this one, you can move a little faster. But again, safety is our number one priority here on this one.
That's right.
This one's great not only to get your heart rate up and to work that core, shoulders, and legs, but also to gain some mobility in that thoracic spine, which is so very important. And again, of course, we are breathing, not holding our breath. Keep it up. Stay focused on this one. It's all about concentration. If you break that concentration, you will fall. And you'll notice we're not perfect on this one either. It's not about being perfect. It's just about putting that work in, getting a little bit better every time.
You might find that your balance improves as you progress through this movement.
Exactly.
The first few are just a little shaky.
That's it. As you get used to it and your body gets used to the move. Let's keep it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Excellent.
All right, let's go and pick up those hand weights again for the next one if you are using them. We're going to do a sumo touchdown plus reach. So feet are a little bit wider and shoulder width apart. Point out on those toes. Sit back with the weight in our hips. I'm going to go all the way down.
And I'm just going to go about halfway to where Coach Kozak is going.
And we're going to curl up, press, reach overhead, back down, and repeat. So if you feel comfortable going all the way down and touching the ground while keeping good form and keeping your back straight, go ahead and do so. But if you just want to go about halfway, and that's really what you can do while keeping good form, then feel free to do that. Making sure to keep your back straight on that sumo deadlift. You don't want to break and round and bend over like so, but instead keeping that head in line with your spine, sitting back with your hips. Feet stay flat. Don't come back onto your heels or roll forward onto your toes. Curl up and get a nice big reach overhead, finishing with those biceps by your ears.
Again, just be realistic with yourself on just exactly how far you can get down. If you're not quite where you want to be, then that just means that you have a little bit of work to do.
Well, that and it's room for improvement, right?
Exactly. Improvement and progress.
That's it. Coming back, getting a little bit better. It's those small steps, day in and day out, they're going to get you to your goal. Not going to happen overnight.
No.
But if you stay consistent, you will get there. Come on, keep it up. Remember, and you're a fighter, not a quitter. You're not racing with us, not competing with us. You're competing with the you from yesterday who couldn't do it. Getting a little bit better every single day. That's it. Come on, keep it up, everybody. You're doing great.
Getting there.
That's it. Making sure to breathe. Don't hold your breath. Not much left on this one. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Okay, next one is going to be a seesaw row. Feet are shoulder width apart. Let's bend over on that 45-degree angle. Arms are hanging down. Shoulders are nice and square. Let's pull back from the elbow, alternating arms. So that seesaw row, pulling back from the elbows like you got a string attached to the elbows. Squeezing your back up top every time.
Again, keeping your head in line with your spine, bent over at that 45-degree angle, hinging at those hips like you're trying to touch your booty to the wall behind you.
And don't be surprised if you feel this one in your legs as well. It is by design. Just keeping that solid base and foundation is going to engage your legs.
And your core. Doing this seesaw row, you definitely have to engage that core to stabilize.
That's it. Again, another efficient move, hitting multiple body parts in just this one move. Whatever you do, don't hold your breath. Just keep moving. You got it. Let's go, let's go.
How many seesaw rows can you get?
Coming back, getting a little bit better every single time. Pulling back from those elbows. Come on, you got it, you got it. Fighting through it. Don't stop when it hurts. Stop when you're done. Keep it up, you're almost there. Keep fighting, keep pushing. Remember what brought you here today. What are you working towards? Come on, every rep you're getting that much closer. Almost there, almost there. Let's go, HASfit tribe. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. There's no hand weights needed for this first one. We're gonna get started with a staggered straight leg kick and twist. So from a staggered stance, hands are on my head. I'm gonna bring up that opposite side leg, twist into it, and crunch.
And instead of doing the straight leg, I'm actually just going to do a knee raise.
So you decide which variation is appropriate for you. It takes a little more balance and flexibility to do the straight leg kick.
But work your way up.
That's right, find which one is best for you, and we encourage you to make today's routine your own.
Definitely. We look forward to seeing you back hitting this routine and doing all of Coach Kozak's moves eventually.
That's it, getting a little bit better every time. Making sure to breathe, stay balanced on that lead leg. We're gonna split our time half and half on each side. Twisting into that same side leg that's coming up. Really contract those abs. Making sure to keep breathing, don't hold your breath on this one. Let's keep this side up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Switching sides right into it, no break. If you're doing this straight leg variation, it's also going to test that flexibility of your backside and your hamstrings.
Well, I'll tell you, my stationary leg is definitely feeling a little bit of a burn in the glutes, so
that's it.
not uncommon.
We're going to call that a little bit of extra credit.
Extra work.
Not just working the abs, but also working on your balance and stability and a little bit of lower body as well. Again, moving at a pace that you feel comfortable with. Ooh, I'm starting to feel those abs engage on this one.
Me too.
Making sure to crunch him every time. And if you can't get your leg quite up as high as we are, that's okay. Just do your best. And again, it's not about being perfect. It's about putting in the work and getting a little bit better every time. We're almost there. We don't have much left on this first one. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I am going to pick up my hand weights for the next one. We only need one if you're using them. We're going to do a ribbon. So we're going to start with that hand weight to your left side. We're going to bring it across your body, up overhead, and then to the opposite side. Twist your abs, and then opposite direction. So we're going up overhead, doing a halo. Twist those abs as you load them, and reverse directions. This one really going to get that power going one side to the next, moving at a pace that you feel comfortable with. If that's fast, then great. If it's a little more of a slow and controlled move, then that works okay too. Keep a slight bend in those knees. Weight back in your hips in this one. Feel those abs stretch as you bring that hand weight overhead. And on each repetition, we're loading those abs and then returning with power. Load and return. Load and return.
Definitely feeling the burn here in my abs already.
Might take you a couple repetitions to get the hang of this one and get into the rhythm. Really working those obliques as we twist. Those transverse abdominis. A few of those ab muscles that don't usually get hit are working on this one. You better believe it. Keep it up. Come on. You got it. Not much longer on this one. Let's go 10 more seconds.
Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Come on, pushing yourself because nobody else can or will do it for you. Right here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Excellent. Okay, for this next one, I'm going to use both hand weights.
Okay, and I'm actually going to drop mine.
So I'm going to place my hands up on my head, and I'm going to do same side, straight leg raise, and crunch.
And I'm just going to do a knee raise on the crunch. Trying to bring my knee to my elbow, but do the best that you can.
So my variation is a little bit harder, requires a little bit more balance. But either way, you decide which one is going to work for you today.
Ooh.
Feeling that oblique crunch on this
sure
one.
am.
Nice contraction every time. Reset up at the middle, big and tall, and right into the next rep. You got it. Getting as many in as you can here in this allotted time period. Getting a nice, firm contraction in. Excellent work.
Ooh, this is a good one. And again, I'm feeling it in my stationary leg.
That's it. Also working our balance today with these standing ab exercises.
If you have a problem balancing, just focus on something ahead of you and fix your eyes on that.
That's a great point. Let's keep this side up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Opposite
Ooh.
side now, right into it.
Don't skip a beat.
Come on. Let's go. Keep it up. We're going hard and fast on this standing abs routine today. One routine, one rep right into the next.
Go, 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 as Coach Kozak likes to say.
And it's about that time of the routine when that burn starts kicking in that you need to remind yourself what it is that brought you here today to begin with. Whatever it is that motivates you, you got to keep that at the front of your mind, not the back of your mind. Whether you're trying to lose weight, get more toned, gain some muscle, or just be the best version of you, whatever it is, it's not going to happen through wishing for it.
Nope.
Only going to happen through working for it.
Action.
And that's what you're doing right here, putting in the work. Keep it up. Almost there. Not much left on this one. Let's go. Just 10 more seconds. Come
Woo.
on. Come on. Crunching with that oblique every time. So close, so close. In 3, 2, 1, 0. Excellent.
Oh,
For
goodness.
using hand weights, we're going to grab just one for this next one. We're going to have our hands up overhead, 2 hands on either side of that weight. We're going to do a straight leg plus chop.
And again, I'm going to be sticking with the knee raise here, plus the chop.
So we're crunching those abdominals, bringing that weight straight up from overhead. And I'm alternating with a straight leg, where Claudia is just bringing up those alternating knees. You decide which variation's right for you. It's kind of like a standing crunch or a standing leg raise plus crunch.
Ooh, give it a good crunch here in the middle.
Making sure to really focus on contracting those abs in the middle every time. Don't just wait for them to contract themselves, but instead really focus on that squeeze. Force them to engage. You can tell I'm squeezing and we might lose our balance here, but it's not about being perfect. Just about putting in the work.
Sorry, the giggle made me lose my balance.
That's okay. It happens to all of us. Come on. We're right there with you, HASfit tribe. Rep by rep.
I'm getting a little extra shoulder burn too.
That's it. Well, again, we'll call that extra credit. Nothing wrong with that. And if you need to drop your weight, feel free to drop the weight. It's a great move with just your own arms. Not much left. Let's go last 10 seconds on this one. Come on. One rep right into the next. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, we're not going to give our arms much of a break.
No.
We're going to do it around the world. So let's go and pop those arms and that weight up overhead. We're going to start by bending to our right from our side. And when you can't get down any further, go ahead and reach. We're going to twist around the world, big circle in the opposite direction up top. We get to the top, switch directions, reach to the left, all the way around, just performing a big circle from your waist all the way down. Reverse it. Now you might not be able to get quite as far as we are, depending on your flexibility level, or you might be able to get further than us. But either way, give it your best. Make sure you're using those abs. Slight bend in your knees. Don't have your legs quite locked out. Big full range of motion. Get those obliques stretching. And then they pull you back up top. Excellent. It's a great one not only to work on that core strength, but to work on your mobility as well. Making sure to breathe. And here's another one. If your arms start to catch on fire, you can go ahead and set that weight down and just use your arms. Again, we encourage you to make this routine your own. Fitness is not a one-size-fits-all solution. Make this workout work for you. Whatever you do, just keep working. Keep moving. We're almost there. Let's go. Let's get this one for last 10 seconds. How many can you get right here? Make it count, HASfit Tribe. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Excellent. Okay, if you have 2 hand weights, go ahead and grab them both for this next one. We're going to do a staggered T rotation plus knee drive. So we're going to start in a staggered stance, one leg back, both dumbbells hanging, backs on a 45-degree angle, nice and straight. We're going to do a T rotation with the same side arm of that leg that's back. We're going to twist, reach up, look at that weight, back down, and then bring that knee up to your chest and back down. That's 1. Repeat. T rotation, twist, knee up, knee drive, and repeat. Again, moving at a pace that you feel comfortable with. If that's a slower pace, then that's great. If you feel like picking up the pace, feel free to do so.
There are a lot of moving parts in this movement. So, I mean, for me, I feel more comfortable going at a slower pace. I can actually think through the movements, right?
That's it. Make sure you're using proper form, getting those abs engaged, and really control that hand weight, not only on the way up, but the way down as well. You don't want to just you don't want to fling the weight up and then let it fall down and lose balance, but instead really control it. And that's what's going to force those abs to engage and to work.
A lot of stabilization going on here.
That's it. Stabilization is so important for a functional and strong core. And we're accomplishing that right here. Let's go. Just 10 more seconds on this side, and we're going to switch it up. And of course, we do have that extra credit of that front leg really working as well. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, 0. Switch it up. Right into it. Let's go, HASfit Tribe. What do you got? Come on. Remember what brought you here today. Getting a little bit better with every repetition. You got this right here. Nothing can stop you. You just got to be your biggest cheerleader, not your biggest critic.
That's right.
Come on. Keep it moving right here.
This is an awesome movement.
I'm glad you like this one. This is a Coach Kozak original here. 2 and 1. Great compound move to get that core working on multiple planes. Very functional move.
If you've been with us for a while, you know Coach Kozak is all about those compound moves.
That's it. Getting more
Max
work.
efficiency.
That's it. More work in less time. Because, you know, we all have busy lives. We don't have hours at a time to be exercising.
Nope.
One rep into the next. Again, really controlling that weight on the way down. Not much left on this one. Fight through it, everyone. Fight through it. Come on, HASfit Tribe. Let's go. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. All right, only one hand weight for the next one. If you're using it, feet are shoulder width apart. We're gonna do a twisting elbow. I'm grabbing my hand weight on either side. And now I'm gonna rotate, twisting elbow, striking with that elbow, pivoting my feet. Now opposite direction. Now opposite direction. Engaging that core as well as your obliques, striking with that elbow. So we're leading with that point on your elbow, side to side. Also rotating with our feet, getting our hips and abs involved. So it's not just arms and upper body, but making those abs work. Big power, side to side. And you feel comfortable, you can pick up the pace a little bit. One and right into the next. Again, moving at a pace that you feel comfortable with. Right here, come on. And if you need to, you can drop the weight altogether and just perform the move with your hands locked. Come on, this is it right here. No holding back. It's you versus you. Come on, keep it up right here.
Almost there, guys. Let's go.
Nothing can stop you. Pointing with that elbow, getting those feet pivoting, keeping those abs nice and tight. And do not hold your breath, whatever you do. Come on, we're almost there. Last 10 seconds. What do you got? What do you got? Come on, let's make it count here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And that's it.
That's all she wrote.
Boom. We're moving into a cool down next. And the purpose of the cool down is to allow our heart rates to come down slowly and at the same time gain some added flexibility. So I need you to move on over to a wall or something comparable. We're gonna do a wall angel. Great one for back and shoulder and chest mobility. Go ahead and put your head up against that wall, shoulders against that wall, and entire upper body the best you can. Now let's bring those arms up overhead.
If you have a bun in your hair, it might be a little hard.
And now we're gonna pull down on those elbows and then extend those arms up overhead.
Woo!
Trying our best to keep our arms flat on the ground, flat on the wall, while also keeping your upper body flat up against the wall. This one's gonna test your flexibility and mobility much harder than it looks.
Quite a challenge.
But it's a great one to help improve your posture, really get you back to that natural upright position. Also a great one to expose any weaknesses that you may have. Making sure to breathe. Not a race on this one, just nice and controlled moves. The workout's done. Just time to loosen up those shoulders because they did get a lot of work in today.
They sure did.
Said I'm feeling mine, but it's a good pain. That's how I know it's working. Let's keep it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right. Shake those shoulders loose. Let's move on to our posterior chain. We're gonna do a one leg hip hinge. Feet are shoulder width apart. Let's go ahead and put one leg out on that heel. Pull those toes back. Now bending over only at the hips, hinging at those hips, keeping our back straight, coming down as far as you can while keeping a nice straight line throughout your spine, feeling a stretch all down the back side of that one leg that's extended out. Making sure we're pulling back on those toes. That's going to help us to also stretch out our calves. Another body part that got us some good work in today. And it's just a static stretch, so we're just going to hold here and breathe. Nice big deep breaths in and out. And again, you really doesn't take a lot of range of motion on this one. It's not like bending over and trying to touch your toes. Our goal is to really just hinge at those hips and keep our back straight. For 3, 2, 1, 0. Stand up. And let's switch opposite side leg now. Again, coming down on that heel, pulling back on those toes. Hips go back as we bend over. Keeping our back straight, trying our best to keep those shoulders retracted. Head is in line with our spine. Again, not about being perfect, just trying our best on this one. We're all in it together, getting a little bit better every time. It's a good time in the workout to take a second here to be proud of what you've achieved so far today. We all live such busy lives, going from one task to another all day, every day. I think it's important to take a second to say, hey, you know what? I think I'm doing all right. I can cross this one off the list and just be proud of yourself for the work that you've put in so far today. No matter what else the rest of the day brings you, this workout is done. Let's hold it for 3, 2, 1, 0. Stand up nice and slow.
Felt nice.
It did. I like that one. Okay. We're going to move on to a standing quad stretch next. So this one you can either do on your own or you can grab a wall, a chair, a couch, whatever you have access to. I'm going to go ahead and just hold on to the wall for this one today. Let's go ahead and pull one foot back like we're trying to touch that foot or that heel to your glutes. You see Claudia is doing the more advanced version with that opposite side arm up. I want you to try to keep that knee down and not pull it out to your side. By pulling it out to your side, it actually limits the amount of stretch that your quad is getting. So keeping it down and nice and close to you.
Woo.
Also tests your balance as well. Actually,
Sure does.
They both do. Even if you're using the wall or chair, it still kind of test your balance.
Or you can put your arm out to the side if that helps you keep balance.
Whatever helps you get there. Making sure to breathe and just keep pulling that foot back, stretching that quadricep. On all these static stretches, we're trying to get to about 85, 90% of what you're capable of. Want to get a good stretch, but it shouldn't be really hurting. 3, 2, 1, 0. Down nice and slow. Let's switch sides now. I'm going to pull it on up. And it's totally common for one side to be tighter than the other.
Definitely.
Really just depends on your day-to-day activities.
That's the story of my life.
Right?
One side is weaker or hurts more than the other.
You know, we're always trying to build up those weaknesses or
That's right. correct those imbalances.
Exactly. Yep. It's all part of this fitness game, understanding what our own individual strengths and weaknesses are and working on them. Again, not about being perfect. We're just all trying to get better. Making sure to breathe nice, big, deep breaths in and out. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That's it. You made it. Excellent work.
Excellent work to you out there.
Excellent work, HASfit Tribe. Please support our mission of keeping these great workouts free by donating to our Patreon page. You can download our app, or by picking up some HASfit gear or my book, Stay Fit for Life.
And if you enjoyed this workout routine with us today, we ask that you please give it a big thumbs up and hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss another brand new workout from HASfit.
Again, thank you so much for giving us the pleasure of working out with you today. I'm Coach Kozak.
And I'm Claudia.
And we will see you at your next workout.